Hey y'all, meteorologist Erica Lopez, and we're tracking tonight the possibility of seeing tornadoes. We're already seeing several tornado warnings in place, one confirmed tornado so far in areas of Texas. Now, what you're seeing right next to me is where we're seeing the tornado watches and even a severe thunderstorm watch right now in place, at least through 10 o'clock this evening. If you're anywhere from Dallas down to Waco, Austin, San Antonio, even College Station, these are the areas that have the potential of seeing tornadoes this evening. To the north of that, that's where we're seeing severe thunderstorm watches in place until 9 p.m. this evening. And this also has a tag of tornadoes possible within this. So although it's a severe thunderstorm watch, this is where we're likely to see the possibility of some strong to severe thunderstorms and tornadoes. So this whole area, if you live anywhere in these counties in Texas and even parts of Oklahoma, you need to be on alert tonight where we're seeing that possibility of tornadoes. Now, we were seeing a moderate risk of severe weather issued for this area, so just something to keep in mind, and that's especially in central Texas from areas of Austin to College Station in these regions. And this also has the possibility of seeing a few tornadoes. Large hail will definitely be another risk factor with this. You guys have already been seeing rain throughout this evening, and so flooding will be a big concern within these storms. And now let's take a look at what's going on in current radar. Like I said, we are tracking multiple tornado warnings right now and even a severe thunderstorm warnings. These storms are starting to fire up there. You're going to see it right there in West Texas, and these eventually will be tracking into those populated cities that I was mentioning earlier. So just something to keep in mind. You have at least an hour or so until these come into your area. But again, like I said, we are tracking these tornado warnings, and let's play it out for future radar. Maybe you're watching us and you're not exactly in these zones where you might see right now, at least, the potential of the strong storms. But you're already seeing, like I said, a lot of rain this evening across portions of Texas, and this will continue. That's where the concern of flooding on the roadways lies. And then watch this line of storms as it pushes to the east in areas of Austin between 5 and 6 p.m. this evening. That's when the storms will arrive for you guys. Across portions of Fort Worth as well, Stephenville, you're also in this risk zone for the possibility of tornadoes later on this afternoon. And watch as this moves to the east. Waco eventually by 7 o'clock, 6 to 7 o'clock hour, and then especially portions of Houston where you've been seeing a lot of rain, and that's the concern of flooding as well. And watch as this line of storms continues to form. You're seeing more of these storms starting to form in Dallas, Fort Worth, all along I-35 there, and that's where our storm chaser Aaron Jayjack is right now. He's in central Texas, just to the north of Austin and Huda, where he's tracking these storms, and he's going to be live for us throughout the rest of the evening, keeping us to date and giving us visuals on what he's seeing on the ground right now. And take a look at what happens as we get towards the evening hours, 9 o'clock. You're still seeing a lot of strong storms, especially in portions along I-35 and I-45. So anywhere across those I-45 regions, that's when your storms arrive between 9 and 10 p.m. this evening. And this eventually moves and pushes to the east. So East Texas, that's where you have the potential of seeing some strong to severe thunderstorms as we get closer to the midnight hour this evening, and especially across portions of Houston. That's when you're going to see the strongest storms, a lot of lightning associated with these storms as well, and possibility of seeing rotation within these storms. And then eventually this moves into areas of Louisiana, Arkansas, and Houston. You're going to see hours and hours of rain. So just be mindful of that. You will get some sort of flooding in those localized regions. I know a lot of you guys down there, it does flood pretty easily, and especially with all the rain that has already fallen, all those grounds are saturated. So just something to keep in mind. And then by tomorrow, we're already watching a moderate risk of severe weather that's going to be pushing into areas of Mississippi. So Damien, let's take it to the MyRadar app and show y'all what's going on there. And Damien's back there helping me as well with us tonight. So say hi to him. Remember to say hi. And of course, let me know where you're watching from. Are you watching us from Texas? What is your concern for this evening? So right here in the big picture, you're seeing that yellow region. That's where we have our tornado watch in place for areas of Dallas all the way to Austin, Waco, and even San Antonio, New Braunfels, all of those regions where we're already seeing the thunderstorms pop up, and the tornado warnings now is in those areas that are under the severe thunderstorm watch. So that's what I was saying earlier. These have the potential of seeing those tornado watches being issued. So let's go into layers and turn off this watches so you can see better where we're seeing those severe or those tornado warnings. So right now we have one in place. Looks like they just expired. This is the one that had the tornado confirmed earlier, and you're seeing it there. Tornado was confirmed located in Jacksboro, Texas, moving at 50 miles per hour. So it was moving pretty rapidly here. And of course, they're still warning this for the potential of seeing that tornado on the ground. Look at all this lightning you're seeing on your screen. So let's turn on that Dallas-Fort Worth radar. That way we can give you a better picture of what's going on the ground there. And this is where we have our one tornado watch as of right now. And just to the south of that is where the current severe thunderstorm warning is. So again, like I said, in Jacksboro, Texas, they were confirming a tornado earlier this evening, and they still have that tag on it. So a particularly dangerous situation ongoing here in Jacksboro, Texas. This is for eastern Jack County, just to the west of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So areas, if you live close to this, make sure that you have your alerts turned on your phone. These are the areas that have the potential of seeing that damaging tornado on the ground right now. And so that's what we're concerned with this evening, and that's the area that we're really watching right now. So again, a confirmed tornado in Jacksboro, Texas on the ground this evening, and that is for eastern Jack County. If you live in Jack County, you should be taking shelter now. That is where the tornado warning is in place at the current moment. And at 4:30 p.m. This afternoon and evening, that's when it's going to expire. So this is what we're watching closely right now, and this line of storms is going to continue to push to the east, and that's where we're going to see those isolated, possibly supercells starting to form in these regions. The environment is very conducive for these types of storms, so just something to be aware of this afternoon and evening. And you're already seeing, like I said, a lot of people are concerned about the rain that you're seeing right now in the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area. This is before the initial line of storms that's going to cause possibly those strong to severe thunderstorms will move through this area. And again, flooding is a major risk factor with this potential right now in areas of West Dallas-Fort Worth in this region. And again, we're still watching that tornado warning that's in place in Jacksboro, Texas right now. So Damien, let's take it to WSI so we can get a look on what's going on in the velocity layer there, because I really want to pinpoint those areas that are seeing the actual tornado warning, and I want to see what's on the ground there. So taking it to what you see there visually to our graphic system, and let's zoom in to that region in Texas where we're seeing that tornado warning right now. Again, this goes until 4:30 p.m. this evening, so you still have at least another 25 minutes on this warning in Jacksboro, Texas, eastern Jack County there. So there it is. There's that severe or that tornado warning that we're seeing right now. And let's edit this a little bit so you can get a better picture of what's going on. So there's the warning, and I actually want to take a look at what's going on in terms of the velocity, just so we can see what's going on the ground. So let's see, turning on the velocity layer, and of course we'll track it out for you guys as well. If you live anywhere in these regions, that's where we have the potential of seeing those tornadoes on the ground right now, and they're still tagging it with that. So we're gonna see, I'm gonna continue to update y'all to see if there's any more updates on where this confirmed tornado. So just 2 minutes ago, they're still saying a confirmed tornado is located near Jacksboro, Texas, moving northeast now at 35 miles per hour. And that's still a tornado on the ground right now in Jacksboro, Texas right now. So let's turn on that velocity layer and see what we're seeing on the ground now. So not a clear indication of where that velocity is within this storm at the moment, but they're still saying a confirmed tornado on the ground at this very moment. So let's track it out for anybody who lives in this region. And let's take that velocity layer and track it out for you guys. So let's see. So at least at 4:19 p.m. Cundiff, Texas, if you're within this warning box zone, it's going to arrive at around 4:20. So you have about 10 minutes to seek shelter. 4:23 in Truce, Texas, and 4:33 p.m. in Park Springs, Texas this evening. And again, this is just to the northwest of Dallas-Fort Worth. What was that, Damien? Thank you, Damien. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on there. But again, this tracking it out right now, 4:19 p.m. at Cundiff, Texas. That's where we're going to see the warning. And then 4:23 Truce, Texas, and 4:33 Park Springs. That's right now where we're seeing a confirmed tornado on the ground. They're still warning it at least until 4:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And this is still near Jacksboro this evening. And let's see if we can get a better velocity signature here. on the MyRadar app. So yeah, we're definitely seeing it here. Hey, Damien, can we take it back to the MyRadar app there so we can see where that velocity is on the screen? So you're kind of seeing it there within this area. So Jacksboro, it is now to the east of your area, of your city, and it's moving there along those regions, moving at right now 30 miles per hour. And if you're anywhere within these cities, maybe you live close to Jacksboro, stay in your shelter at least for now until 4:30 p.m. We're gonna have to see if they extend this warning out for this clear indication of rotation that you're seeing there on your screen. And let's see if we have any sort of signatures of debris there on the radar. So nothing, so we are seeing something there indicating that we may have a tornado on the ground. And then of course, velocity indicating where exactly that velocity is on the radar. And again, you can access these features through the MyRadar app. This is going to be super helpful for you, especially tonight, because it does give you, if you're under a tornado warning, also lets you know if you're under a risk of severe weather this evening, and you can see these types of conditions in your area. So we're still tracking that confirmed tornado in Jacksboro, Texas. Now it's located to about the northeast of your city there. And just for reference, there's the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area. It's pretty much to the west, northwest of these regions. And the storm looks like it will be tracking to the north and possibly into areas of North Texas. It's pretty close there to the Oklahoma border, so we're going to have to track this out as well. So if you live anywhere in these regions, that's where we're currently seeing a tornado warning, and that is for a confirmed tornado on the ground right now in Jacksboro, Texas. And it looks like they are also reporting wind damage in this area. And we're seeing a roof collapse on a house about a mile west of downtown Jacksboro. So this is where things are getting a little bit dangerous. Already seeing initial reports of wind damage and possibly damage from this tornado coming in from Jack County, Texas there. So something to keep in mind. Stay in your tornado shelters if you're in this region. That's where we're going to see the potential of seeing some strong storms, especially within this zone. Like I mentioned earlier, this is within that severe thunderstorm watch. Although it says a severe thunderstorm watch, you need to be aware of what's going on within this region, because you still have the potential of seeing some tornadoes in this area. And Damien, let's take it really quickly to what Aaron is up to, and then I'm going to update this really quickly before we jump back. But Aaron right now, he's out live in Huda, Texas. Not sure he's on I-35, but he's driving right now, and he's waiting for these storms to reach his area. That's close to central Texas there, between Austin and Waco. That's where he's chasing for us tonight. So Damien, let's take it to him for now, and then we'll come back. We'll leave the radar on with the tornado warning in place, and then we'll update from there.
There's a little lion statue there. My dog used to get scared of that and bark at it. I'm just taking a quick little detour here. I'm going to go visit my old reservoir I used to hang out at. Granger Reservoir. We'll see the radar station, GRK radar station. Very problematic radar station. Always goes down. Already went down twice today. I expect it to go down again. Seems like it goes down every single time there's a storm comes through too. So shockingly, but not shockingly, it went down today during the day before the storms even came through. So they need to replace that darn thing. No funding. They're not cheap. They're probably like $25–30 million. vehicle, that's got to be a storm chaser for sure. Already some tornado warnings up west of Dallas. Catch white bass out here. There's the GRK radar station right here.